Hey y'all, welcome back to Toya's Garden Haven. We are outside today on this perfect evening at about 7:30 at night, getting ready to drop a few seeds before we head in for the night. So come back and see what seeds we dropped. All right, y'all, welcome back to Toya's Garden Haven. We are outside today on this beautiful evening, getting ready to drop a few seeds before it's time for my twins to go upstairs and go to bed, essentially. So let's check out the seeds that we are dropping today. All right, we're going to hit some basil. We're going to do some more of that because I have lots of tomatoes to plant. Summer squash, zucchini, the black beauty, okra, the emerald variety, Waltham butternut squash, honey boat delicata. All right, and then we are going to cross over into the cucumbers now. We're going to do cucumber pick a bushel, and that's going to be specifically for my pickling cucumbers. We're going to do the cucumber straight 8, the cucumber quick snack, and this is something that is going to be in my green stalk. And we are also going to do this cucumber lemon variety. Then we're going to do a few melons. So we're going to do the watermelon sugar baby variety. We are going to test out this small Persian melon as well. And then we are going to drop this Minnesota midget cantaloupe. I got this from my girl Tonitra over at Tonitra's Garden. I will link her website and YouTube channel in the description. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get ready to drop these seeds. So if you don't know me by now, hopefully you do. If you have been watching me for a little bit, I do like to come to these videos kind of already prepared to drop my seeds. So I have filled my containers and I have labeled every single area that I'm going to drop seeds in. So there's no guesswork to this at all. I'm going to start with this cantaloupe Minnesota midget. This needs to be buried about 1/4 of an inch. So it's actually slightly shallower than the rest of them. And I actually ran out of my seed starting mix, y'all. So that's why this mix looks a little different. But that is okay because I did at least get it mixed up. And I put some perlite and some fertilizer, stuff like that in there. So really, y'all, I'm doing 1 seed per cell. I really only need 1 plant. Okay. So I'm only doing 1 seed per cell because I don't need more than 1 plant. So at least I plant 2 so that hopefully one of them germinates. All right. This small Persian is also 1/2 of an inch deep. And I am not going to talk through this full thing, y'all. I'm going to speed you up and get all these seeds dropped. All right. But if you don't know, I am in Missouri, Zone 6B. Our last frost date is April 20th. Today is April 13th. So I am hardening off my tomatoes currently. I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm doing besides hardening those things off, because those things are the most, they are so tall right now. And I wanted to get them hardened off before I start planting or start, putting them outside. My husband has to put up my T-posts because I'm going to use the Florida weave method. And I am going to link a video that really does the Florida weave method so that anybody that is new to gardening can see what that method actually entails. But I got it from Epic Gardening. He did a really great video on the 3 different ways to start or to trellis tomato plants. So at any rate, oh God, okay. I forget that Victory Seeds has this little packet in here. There's not a lot of quick snack cucumber seeds in here either. So I need to, I'm really going to have to make sure I get some seeds out of one of those cucumbers. And if anybody knows how to, because I know that sometimes depending on the plant variety, you have to save the seeds a certain way, like soak them and all that kind of stuff. So if you have saved cucumber seeds before, let me know. And link a video below if you um, have seen how to save those seeds the proper way. Otherwise, I'll be doing a search on YouTube, but either way, still works out. All right, y'all. We are so excited about. I said I was going to fast forward, y'all, but here I am talking. Um, we are so excited about getting out and getting planting our garden. Um, it is always refreshing when someone visits our house and they like look outside and see what we have going on. Like I got a compliment this week and I was like, oh, thank you. Just like saying, you are really doing the thing. And I'm like, I'm trying. I really am trying. So it's always refreshing when I get compliments about um, my garden and what I'm doing. Now, some people say to, especially for the squash seeds, to cut them at the tip so that you can get better germination or faster germination. Oh my God, what am I dropping seeds, y'all? Faster germination is what I mean. But since I'm starting these in the house, I won't be doing that. I'm starting them early. You know what I mean? I'm getting a jump start. So I'm hoping that by the time I put them outside, they'll be more than ready to be outside. So I'm just not going to cut them in hopes that, they'll germinate and we'll be fine. All right. So I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to do two okra seeds. Just because I know you have to have quite a bit to get to get them jumping. If you want a lot. I mean, I'm really probably the only person in my house that's going to eat the okra. So, all right, Black Beauty. There's only a few seeds in here too, y'all. So I really have got to get something out of here so that I can save the seeds. And y'all, we got one more seed to plant. Oh my goodness. So wherever you are, have you already reached your last frost date? How's the garden looking? Successes, failures so far? I mean, I know it's still early, but depending on what crop you started, you might not, or what seed you started, it might not have been a success and it might be too late to turn back now. But let me know in the comments, how your garden is doing and what kind of weather you got. I know frost dates are relative, but if your weather's cooperating with you, if it's not cooperating with you, all the things. Okay. What am I gonna? I really have quite a bit, but I just want to make sure I have enough, essentially. And I'm getting to the end of when I can start it indoors, and so just want to make sure I have enough. Getting the drift. So, and really, it's 1/4 of an inch, so I didn't really even need to cover it that much. All right, y'all. I have gotten all those sown. That was fast, quick, and easy. What am I going to do? Let's do here. Since I'm outside, I got this lovely Try not to hit them too much. I do a little mist, water them in real quick. Most of these seeds are only about maybe a half, I'm sorry, I say only, about a half inch to an inch deep. A few were a fourth of an inch, and I say a few, but it was just the basil, and then okra was 3/4 of an inch. But everything for the most part was either a half inch or an inch deep. You want to make sure that you um, pay attention to the seed packet and put them down in the soil as the seed packet suggested, because some only need to be surface sown, and then others need to be down a little further, and that just kind of helps with germination. Some of the seeds need to be closer to light. Some of the seeds are bigger, and so the bigger seeds need to be buried a little deeper than the smaller seeds like lettuce, the basil seeds, which are really just kind of surface sown or um, a fourth of an inch deep. All right, y'all, that is all that we are doing today. I'm going to get these seeds inside of the house. I did put my little domes over them just to give them the heating factor. I am expecting good results. We are almost there, y'all. Like, my patio is already filling up. I'm so excited. I hope you all are too. Remember, get your hands in the dirt. It helps to heal the hurt. All right. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.